this drill has to be sharpened. So how would you sharpen it? You have to understand that this has a cutting edge here. In order for a cutting edge to cut, it has to have clearance. In other words, it has to dig into what you're cutting. So this cutting edge, everything from this cutting edge here has to be down. Now, if you make it too deep down, it'll dig in and grab. If you round this edge off and then cut it back, it won't cut at all. When you would put it up on a grinder, the drill has to be parallel to the floor. If it's like this, and you start grinding, it'll round off the edge, which you do not want. So it has to be, this cutting edge has to be equal with the wheel and parallel to the floor. That's where you have to start.
Okay.
As the wheel turns, you lift it up and push in a little bit so that there's clearance from the cutting edge. The cutting edge has to cut and dig into the work.
Okay.
If it's rounded off, by starting this way, you're rounding off, it won't cut at all. Then you go and you gently touch it into the wheel, and then as you grind, you push in a little bit, a little pressure, so that there's clearance. In other words, you're making a knife edge out of it, so it'll dig into the work and cut the hole. Otherwise, it won't cut. It'll just rub in there. So it's just a matter of getting used to it. If you look at it sideways, you see the cutting edge here is higher up than here. From the cutting edge back, it has to be ground away, but very slightly. Okay. It takes a little skill just to get used to it, but once you get used to it and you know what you're doing, there's no problem.